Every one of you is starting a brand new adventure in Pokemon Scarlet Violet. You're probably hyped to get out there and explore the first open world Pokemon game. I know I was. But once you've finished the tutorial, you're probably going to have noticed you're not really able to do everything and go everywhere. You're going to be lacking the ability to fly, swim, and climb, which are three pivotal mechanics that you need to be able to access every point of the map in Paldea. That's just how it is. So what about you guys getting access to all of the full open world ability at the very beginning of the game? Well, that's what this video is about. I'm going to show you guys how to get climbing, swimming, and flying right at the start of your playthrough, right after you beat the tutorial in the game. Let's have a look. So here we are in Mesagoza, right where we leave off at the end of the tutorial. We are now able to mount our legendary and walk around on it and jump, and that's all we're able to do. All right, so keep that in mind. You will not be able to fly, swim, or climb, which are super important for accessing loads of parts of the world. I'm not going to go into huge details about stuff like that because you guys can explore for yourselves, but what we have to do in essence to be able to get those abilities is defeat 3 titans. The flying titan here will grant us the ability to swim. The next titan here, which is one of the hardest ones in the game, maybe even the hardest one, maybe the second hardest one, is going to give us the ability to fly. And this one over here is a very, very hard one. We're going to be doing and getting the ability to climb, the most important ability in the game to access everywhere you want in the entire map. This one is it. So we're going to be doing all 3 of these. But I did say you're going to be doing them at the start of the game, so how are you going to accomplish that? Well, I'm going to show you, and it's so cool how this works. So the first step is we're actually going to go this direction, and we're going to go to this Poke Center right here, South Province Area 3. It's a straight path, folks. Mesagoza East Gate, all the way out here. Follow the path to South Province Area 3. I'll see you there in a second. Okay, here we are at this Poke Center. Now we have a new job. So just stand in the Poke Center area so you can unlock it, the ability to fly, just in case. Next up, we're going to do is catch a Nacli. All right, so let's look around for some Nacli. We need one with Sturdy. That's the super important thing. So make sure you catch one with Sturdy. Let's go ahead and engage this in a battle. And I'll see you guys once we catch one with Sturdy. You guys do the same thing. They can have 2 abilities, Purifying Salt and Sturdy. You just have to make sure you get the Sturdy one. Okay, so we got one with Sturdy ability over there. It's super important that you get that. And our current one here is level 10. This was the 3rd one I caught, so you need to put the other ones in the boxes just so you don't get confused later on, because we want to level this up and evolve it to level 24. It evolves at 24 and it learns a very special move that we're going to be using to do this whole thing. That's it. So let's go ahead and go over to our first Titan now. The next step is to go from Mesagoza's West Gate to this Poke Center right here. So South Province Area 2. I will see you guys there in a second. Okay, here we are at the next Poke Center, and our next phase is to get 3 M candies to evolve our Nacli. So this is the Poke Center on the map. It's very easy to get there. It takes like literally a second. Make sure you activate it so you can fly back to it. Now we're going to face south, which is this direction, towards that little gap in between the cliffs. Now let's look at the map here real quick. Normally, you'd need swim to swim across this river and get over here, because this area here is a much higher level than where we are at the moment, and it's supposed to be inaccessible. However, it's accessible. We can make a jump right over this river here and land on this part here. And we're going to go down to the beach where 3 M candies are conveniently awaiting our arrival. And that's going to be probably enough for most people to evolve their Naclis here. Ours is level 10, so it might be a little short, and we'll be able to rectify that soon enough anyway. Now I'm going to actually leave this in and show you the directions so everyone doesn't get confused. We just jump down the cliffs. We're going south from the Poke Center, and we just jump all the way down here. Try not to engage in Pokemon to save yourselves a bit of time, I guess. And right here is where we want to jump. So we're going to make this jump right over to the next side. There we go. Perfect. We don't need swim to do that. If you land in the water, you're going to end up respawning wherever you fell in, right? So that'll be on the other side of the bay. We'll keep going right through this gap in the valley here down to the beach. And that's it. I mean, you guys can pick up items on this side of the bank as well, because these items are actually pretty good if you want. They're Ultra Balls, Max Potions, Max everything, some rare candies around the place, some other experience candies, small and whatever, and TMs and whatnot. Like, this is just a higher level in general, so you'll be getting much better items. Ultra Balls too. That'll be handy for some people if you're going to continue a longer playthrough. Either way, I don't need them for this video, so I'm just going to go straight to the beach, and I'm going to get my M candies. You'll see them right down here. when you fall right here. So you can check the beach. It's in the middle of the beach. Pick these up. These are experience candies M. And it doesn't say how many you get. However, you actually do get 3. You'll be able to check your bag here. You do get 3 here. And we're going to go ahead and use them straight away on Nacli. Use all 3 of them once. And it levels up to 23. Okay, that's fine. It's pretty good. You don't need to learn these moves at all. We need to get to level 24, however. And it has to be via a battle. So you cannot do auto battles to do it. So let's go ahead and finish our level 24 on this Nacli with some easy targets around here. By the way, you should be much more than strong enough to be able to handle the Pokemon around here. There's bugs and there's flying types. And it took me exactly 2 battles to get up that level. Yeah, we can teach our starter here, Magical Leaf. But we made the level that we needed. So our Nacli is going to evolve like right now. And he's going to learn the magical move, right? So you'll see what I mean here. This is it. Nacli is evolving. Perfect. And this is the part where we become ridiculously OP and we can completely handle every single Titan in the game right now. But we're only going to do 3 of them because we only need to do 3 of them to get access to the 3 transport modes that will give us full open world access. And there is Knuckle Stack, and he will learn Salt Cure, the move that is just absolutely OP. You'll have no idea until you see it later in this video. We're going to forget a move for that. It's the only move we need to know. Let's get Salt Cure in there. And now we're good to go. We're good to start our Titans. So next up, guys, let's go right back to the Poke Center here. Let's fly to South Province Area 2. We're going to make our way west towards the first Titan. I'll show you on the map right now as well. And we're going to make one small pit stop too. Just keep that in mind. So right here, from here, we're going to go to the Bug Town. This is where the Bug Gym is. We're going to make a little pit stop at a vending machine in here. And then we're going to make our way northwest up to the first Titan, and we're going to get straight into it. So passing through the Bug Town is necessary anyway. This is the direction towards our Titans. We're back in a lower level area, so we shouldn't need to worry about encountering any Pokemon and just running away. But what we need here, and the only thing we need in this town, is the vending machine at the end of this street. And I'll show you exactly where it is. It's right around one of these houses. I think it's around this truck house here. No, it's right here. There it is. All right, and we're gonna go and buy lemonades. So lemonades will give you 70 HP, and I think you might see where we're going here with this. We already have enough money for it. We're gonna use cash, and we're gonna buy about 15 of these. That's one. Buy another, and do this 15 times. So you have 15 lemonades, because we're going to need them for the later Titans anyway. Okay, so the reason we need to get lemonades is because of the 70 HP. That's particularly important. And we do not have access to hyper potions without having to go around tediously collecting them, which we're not going to do. We're just going to go ahead and get these lemonades, which is very easily accessible, very easy to do. Because super potions are only 60 HP. That is not enough. We need the 70 HP. But now we're equipped. Now we have 15 lemonades. And now we're going to go ahead and follow this path all the way up here to our first Titan, and you'll be able to follow that yourselves, guys, very easily. Just follow this path right up here, cross the bridge to the next Poke Center, West Province Area 1. I'll see you when we get there. Okay, so we have arrived at this Poke Center. Let's make sure we activate it by just standing in this area. That's all we need to do. Just activate the music, and we're gonna go straight up to our first Titan. So from the Poke Center, as I just showed you on the map, you'll see it like this. It has the wings beside it now, and you'll see the windmills up here. We're actually just gonna go straight up to our first Titan this direction, right here. And we're ready to go. We don't have to even do anything. You can, if you're cautious, if you're not sure what you're doing, you can go ahead and save. It's not a big deal. But we don't have to. We are ready to go. We're gonna get our calls. So you want to go up this way where you can see the giant bird dropping these boulders. And that's it. Once you get to the top, we'll be activating the battle with our first Titan. This Titan will grant us the ability to swim. All right, here we are at the top of the mountain. Now this fight is actually easy. After we've leveled up our Knuckle Stack like that, we don't have to worry about anything. We can just fight it straightforward. This is just the first Titan. It's a pretty easy one. It's actually supposed to be the third one, I think. I think this is supposed to be the third Titan. I'm not actually sure what the order generally is for their levels. They do have levels, and they are hidden. But either way, we go in with Knuckle Stack as our first partner. We're going to go ahead and use Salt Cure like twice or something. That's all it's going to take to win this fight. And we won't even have to use any potions at all. Just watch. It's so easy, this one. So the second battle is with Arven, and you're doing a double battle versus one. It's even easier this time because he has a Pokemon too that helps you, as you can see underneath here. Arven, there he goes. And you just finish it. Just finish the second battle, and that will be the end of this Titan. You'll have access to swimming. Very straightforward, very easy. That's it. So that's the first Titan completely finished. Easy as pie, this one, and we'll be moving on to the next one straight away. Okay, so from the finishing here, you're going to be starting right here at the top of the mountain where you left off. The next Titan will just come right down around here and drop into the desert. He's right there. He's like 2 seconds away, and we can go straight for him. So let's go ahead and do that. Good news as well, by the way, you'll already be automatically healed up, so you don't have to use any potions. You don't have to do anything. We'll just go this direction, and we'll just go straight north from here. One thing I do recommend, just in case you guys encounter some issues with the next Titan after this one, is coming down the path right before the last cliff. Just walk right down here. There's 3 hyper potions you'll be able to pick up at the end of the path. They might come in handy. You might not need them. It'll depend on some people's cases, okay? So we're going to go right down here to the end of the grassy part before we meet the desert. And the item that we're looking for is right here. These are 3 hyper potions. We'll just get them as backup, okay? And now we can go straight to the Titan, and we'll get the call and all that stuff. So this is actually the first Paradox Pokemon you'll be encountering in the game, and it's still early game for us, folks. And we will be able to catch him if you so desire after this fight. Either way, we're going to go straight in, just like so, and we're going to do this fight. I'll show you guys everything here because this is where it gets really interesting. This Pokemon is extremely high level. He's extremely difficult. He's probably the most difficult of the 3 Titans we have to do because he's a ground type and he doesn't take a huge amount of damage from our move. However, you'll see what's going on with the move here. So we're going to get engaged in fight. This is the first fight where we're solo. We're full health. We just go straight for Salt Cure, and we only have to use Salt Cure once. That's all we got to do. And you'll see how it goes here. So Sturdy kicks in. It'll always kick in as long as we're full health before he uses his move. Salt Cure does absolutely no damage. However, it's the passive damage that gets done to Donphan here that does all the work for us. And it's a huge chunk. That's it. Like, that's what you just saw happen there is what it. And from now, for the rest of the battle, we go to our bag and we use lemonades. This is why, as you can see, my health is 67. Is why we needed lemonades, not hyper potions, not super potions. Hyper potions are a little difficult to find anyway. Super potions are not enough HP. Lemonade is, and they're cheap as well. So let's go ahead and keep using lemonades, and you'll see what happens when he uses his move next. Sturdy kicks in again, and you'll be able to do that as many times as you need to until the Pokemon is done, is finished. So this will be our first battle by ourselves. Just keep rinsing and repeating that. Keep using lemonades. Careful not to misclick until you win. So we used a couple of lemonades, and as you can see, we're at the end of the first fight here. Sturdy kicking in, Salt Cure just constantly doing its job, and bam, first battle for the Great Tusk is over. The next battle will be easier because you will have Arven helping you as well. So we'll just rinse and repeat for the second battle. So one thing, before you engage in the next battle, it's super, super important to make sure you heal your Pokemon. Do not forget to do that because you will need, let's just go ahead and use some normal potions. That's all we need to do. And just get back up to full health so you have Sturdy before you engage in the second fight. We'll go ahead and just do 4 normal potions. You'll have them. You don't have to pick them up. You don't have to buy them. You'll just have them from the tutorial, I think. So we'll be just going straight over into the second battle here. Second battle initiates, guys, and you just do exactly the same thing you did in the first one. Let's go ahead and just showcase it once. Salt Cure up. And they use a grass fire Pokemon. The grass moves that they use will actually really take a nice couple of chunks out of him. It'll depend on whether or not he targets you or him first on how quick this match goes. But either way, you will still be able to make it all the way through. Easy as pie. So Salt Cure in there. And by the way, he used Rapid Spin. If you guys do happen to have a Super Potion lying around, you want to save a Lemonade just to stretch it out a little longer, you can use a Super Potion. The only thing you need to worry about is whether or not your Knuckle stack is full HP. So he actually didn't use it on me. We are free to use another move. It doesn't matter what you use, guys. You're not going to do any damage either way. So just go ahead and just use anything. and just keep going through them until you win the second fight. Alright, so that's it. That's the end of the second Titan. You now have the ability to fly and swim. And we're going to go to the last one, which again, like I said, is the most important, climbing. It's basically the only one you need, really, to get everywhere. But you will be able to watch out for your levels here. So luckily we didn't level up to 26. Some Pokemon might end up with level over 71 HP. You do not really want to have over 71 HP because then lemonades will no longer work. However, there's a couple of easy workarounds which I'll talk about when we start dealing with the next Titan. Okay, so from the end of that second Titan, we're actually going to have to stock up on lemonades again. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come over to this Poke Center here, and we're going to go into Porto Marinada for another vending machine. Let's go ahead and meet at Porto Marinada Poke Center. Okay, so here's the Poke Center itself. Might as well activate it just for a quick flyback. And we're going to go into the town here. Just go straight down the hill. And right behind the warehouses right here, these warehouses that I'm aiming at, you'll be able to find another vending machine and just stock up on lemonades again. Another 10 to 15, depending on how comfortable you are with doing this. You just grab some of them. You have the money. You'll be absolutely fine. So we'll go ahead and use this vending machine right here. And we'll stock up on lemonades once again. So we got 14 lemonades. We're good to go. Everything else in our inventory is stuff we've gotten from the tutorial or whatever. So we have everything we need for the next Titan, which is a lot harder as well. And the next Titan is right over here. So we actually can just follow this road over across the bridge and swim right to the next Titan, which is exactly what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and fly there. And I'll meet you when we're coming up to the island for that Titan. Alright, we've arrived to Caseroya Lake, some of the nicest music in the game. And the island we want is right behind this big island, so we're just going to face that and go right over to the island. You can see the small island behind the big island here. And we can go straight over to it. We can swim and we can fly now, so no problems getting to it at all. Yay! So this Titan's a lot of fun, actually. They did a really nice funny gimmick here. This island that we're arriving to here, where it's actually labeled with the Titan, so you shouldn't have any issues. This has all these fish Pokemon, and they're kind of speaking. They're talking to you. So you have to find the right one, and you'll see what I mean here. So when we arrive we have them saying things. Tai, Sutan. So the actual Titan Pokemon you want is this one right here. Titan. Go ahead and talk to him, and you'll initiate your first battle. Now this one as well, there's 3 battles for this Titan, so we'll just do it. I guess we'll just do it. Let's go ahead and start the usual process. The battle starts, use Salt Cure. Now the good news here is Salt Cure is super effective against water types and steel types. So it only affects water types here. In this case, it's only relevant here. So that's going to do double damage to all of these fights. And you'll see how much damage I take off here. It's so much, they're making the fights much quicker again. So like usual, guys, go ahead and use your lemonades. And we'll just get through this fight in about 4 turns, I believe. And that is the 4th turn, defeating our first fight. He goes and swims off. You can actually follow him if you want, but don't forget to heal your Pokemon up. That's super, super important. You can use your regular potions by doing that. I'll show you what I mean once he leaves. You will be able to follow him as well in a sec. So that's only 1 out of 3 battles. There he is. Let's go over to him and hit the select button, the minus button, to just auto heal. That's going to actually use your regular potions, by the way. So we're down to 4 regular potions, so no harm done. And now we're going to follow the Titan here. Just follow him, and we'll start initiating the second battle, which is a little different. It's going to be with Arven again as well, so keep that in mind. Try to avoid these Pokemon so you don't accidentally get caught and start using more potions. We're just going to go over to the shore of this main big island here. You can see it marked on your map as well. And you'll see a small fish over there, which is exactly what we're aiming for. Once we get in range, the next battle will start. And again, rinse and repeat once again. Alright, second battle should not be too challenging. Arven helps you, and you have Salt Cure, which is super effective, and you have more than enough lemonades. You're still about 69, 70, maybe 71 HP, depending on your stats when you caught your Nacli. So let's go ahead and use Salt Cure and get through the second fight here. Alright, so upon completing the second fight, this is where the bit of the surprise kicks in, because up till now you would have only had 2 fights, and you'll suddenly be hit with a third one, which can catch people off guard. And it's a different Pokemon that we fight here too, by the way. So we did it? No, we did not. There's actually one more. But we should be able to enter the third battle automatically healed, even though we just took a full hit there at the end of the last battle. Our sturdy kicked in. We do not have an opportunity to heal here. We go straight into the third battle. However, we should have full HP. If I remember correctly, we do. And again, it's just the same thing. So we have 71 HP here because we got all the experience. We're level 27, we healed. We're going to go ahead and use Salt Cure. So this is something I need to talk about because some people watching this guide is going to have more than 71 HP. And that's going to be a problem. Lemonades won't work anymore because you will not be able to get the full HP and therefore you will not be able to get the use of Sturdy. However, there's really, really good news. You don't need lemonades. You don't need potions. But you can use your revives that you've been given from the tutorial. You should have 7 revives. Just randomly, I should have them in your inventory. And let Salt Cure work, because even after you die, even after Knuckle Stack is fainted, you can swap out to a different Pokemon. Salt Cure will continue to do passive damage. It's so broken. It's so broken. Salt Cure does not end with you fainting. So you can swap to Lechonk, and then you can use Revive on Knuckle Stack. You can swap back to Knuckle Stack. You can use Revive on Lechonk. You can just keep doing that until the match is over and Salt Cure has done its work. That's going to apply to people who have over 71 HP, which may very well be quite a few of you guys. If you feel like you don't have enough revives, feel free to buy a few more just in case, so you can get through the entire match safely. But if you did pick up the Hyper Potions, you shouldn't need anything more. 7 revives and 3 Hyper Potions should be more than enough to get you through the entire fight if you do have over 71 HP. So that should be no problem for anybody watching this video to do this. Well everyone, that's it. You can now climb, fly, and swim. You now have access to absolutely every point in the map. Enjoy your open world experience in Paldea. Don't forget to drop a sub to this channel for more excellent guides like this. Well, that's it everybody. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your open world experience. The climbing, the flying, and the swimming will all be able to access absolutely every point. The other 2 Titans, by the way, if people are curious, are so easy now. You'll be able to walk in there with your stacked Knuckle Stack and just be able to 1 or 2 hit them. And all you get is the extra dash that will make you be able to run around faster, which is a little handy. It's okay. It's a little bonus. And the double jump, which is okay as well. You don't really need either of them, but you'll be able to finish the Titan quest really easily now. And that's it. Enjoy the rest of the game. Enjoy all your gym badges, and I'll see you around for the next game. The next video, that is. Till then, guys, have a good one. Bye!